Okra is one of the most popular African delicacies, and this can be cooked in so many ways, and each way gives it their own taste and textures. Today, I'll be taking you on a journey on how I prep and cook my okra soup in a Nigerian traditional way. Welcome to Spice and Heritage. If you are seeing my channel for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on your notification bell. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always stopping by. You are really appreciated. Let's get started. All my ingredients will be listed in the description below. First, I clean my mackerel fish, fold and grill for 20 minutes. Today, we are making use of goat meat for this recipe, all already washed, alongside with my assorted beef. I had my cooking seasoning, adobo all-purpose seasoning, curry, thyme, garlic powder, my homemade frozen green herbs. If you are interested in knowing how I made this green herb, comment below. Some salt, sliced red onion, and some water to cook. Give a good stir, cover, and allow it to cook slowly until all tender. Now it is time to prep my okra. I started with my vegetable grater, but with the large quantity I had, it slows me down. So I switched to the traditional method, behind the scene, using a knife to slice by hand. I have it in 3 different styles: finely chopped, round sliced, and chunky cuts. Each style gives its own special textures. I check my beef to see if it is well cooked and tender. Then I heat up my palm oil in my pot until slightly bleached. Into it, I add my blended pepper mix, made of 1 medium onion, 1 scotched brown pepper, and 2 long red peppers. I add in my washed local beans, my clean and washed dry shrimp and crayfish, seasoning cube and salt to taste, and a Cameroon pepper to give that African flavor. Next, I check to see if all our ingredients are all well combined and is giving that flavorful taste that we are looking for. Then I leave it to cook gently on a low heat. I blend my chunky okra in the same blender I use for my pepper mix. This step helps in taking the soup naturally and keep the texture in a good place. Next, I return to my soup to check, and I add in my washed dried fish. Then I add my assorted beef and goat meat along with some beef stock. This process will help the flavor soak deeply into the pepper base. I cover the pot and let it simmer for 5 minutes. After that, I open it up again and stir in my blended okra. I rinse the blender with warm water and pour it in to loosen the soup a little. Then, stir and allow it to cook for about 2 minutes. Next, I add the round sliced okra and stir gently. After that, I add my fresh shrimp for that juicy bite, followed by the finely chopped okra. I cook it on low heat for just 2 minutes because I want the soup to retain its freshness, not overcooked. At this point, my okra soup is almost ready, and you can imagine the aroma. It fills all the places. Oh my God. Then I move to the next stage, which is the final touch. Finally, I break my grilled mackerel into pieces. Add this as a topping to my okra soup. Then give the last gentle stir. I turn off my stove at this point, but leave the pot on the stove to finish naturally with its own heat. And there it is. Our delicious okra soup is ready. I portion it into bowls. Keep it neat and ready to be enjoyed anytime. If you enjoyed this okra soup recipe, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe for more African and Nigerian meal. In Spice and Heritage, every spice tells a story. Bye, love you, and see you next time.